You have probably heard that you need magnesium. Maybe you are taking a supplement right now because you get terrible leg cramps at night, or perhaps your doctor mentioned it for your heart health. And maybe, like millions of others, you were hoping it would also help with your brain fog and your chronic stress. But you take it every single day, and nothing happens. Your body might feel a little less stiff, but your mind is still spinning out of control. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. It is not your fault. The magnesium you are taking is simply not reaching your brain. It is hitting a biological brick wall. But a team of brilliant scientists at MIT actually engineered a specific, highly targeted form of this mineral designed entirely to bypass that wall. Today, we are talking about the ultimate biological key to your cognitive health, magnesium L-Threonate. We are going to uncover why the cheap supplements are just giving you an upset stomach, how this engineered molecule actually grows new connections inside your brain, and how it can literally help you forget your deepest anxieties. Please take a moment to like the video and leave a comment. Your engagement is a huge help to the channel. To understand why this specific supplement is so revolutionary, we first have to address the elephant in the room. Why do we even need to supplement magnesium in the first place? Why are roughly 80% of people walking around severely deficient? The answer lies in the dirt beneath our feet. 100 years ago, you could get all the magnesium you needed just by eating a handful of spinach or some pumpkin seeds. The soil was incredibly rich in minerals. But today, due to decades of aggressive, industrial monocropping and the heavy use of synthetic fertilizers, our agricultural soil is biologically exhausted. The plants we eat cannot create magnesium out of thin air. They have to pull it from the earth. If the magnesium is not in the soil, it is not in the vegetable. And if it is not in the vegetable, it is not in you. We are eating food that looks identical to what our grandparents ate, but it is nutritionally hollow. We are starving for this vital mineral on a cellular level. And what happens to your body when you are starving for magnesium? Your nervous system loses its biological brake pedal. Think of your nervous system like a high-performance sports car. When a neuron in your brain needs to fire, when you need to think quickly or react to a threat, calcium rushes into the cell. Calcium is the gas pedal, it creates excitation. But you cannot drive a car safely if you only have a gas pedal. You need brakes. Magnesium is the ultimate biological brake pedal. Its job is to step in, block the calcium, and tell the neuron, okay, you did your job, now relax. This happens at specific receptor sites in your brain called NMDA receptors. When you are severely deficient in magnesium, those NMDA receptors are left wide open. The calcium just keeps flooding in. Your neurons fire continuously, without ever resting. This constant state of neuro-excitation is what you experience as racing thoughts, severe insomnia, and a chronic, low-grade feeling of panic. Your brain is literally redlining its engine, and it cannot stop. But it gets worse, because this anxiety creates a vicious, devastating biological loop. When your brain is stuck in that overactive, anxious state, your body assumes you are in physical danger. It triggers your adrenal glands to release massive amounts of stress hormones, like cortisol and adrenaline. Here is the tragedy of chronic stress. When cortisol floods your system, it signals your kidneys to drastically increase their filtration rate. In this panic state, your kidneys begin actively flushing essential minerals out of your body through your urine. You are literally urinating away your remaining magnesium reserves. The more stressed you are, the more magnesium you lose. The more magnesium you lose, the more stressed you become because you have no brake pedal left. It is a terrifying biological drain that you cannot outrun. So, naturally, you go to the pharmacy and buy a cheap magnesium supplement. And this brings us to the most important distinction in functional nutrition. If you look at the back of a cheap, generic supplement bottle, you will almost always see magnesium oxide or magnesium citrate. These forms of magnesium are large, bulky, and incredibly difficult for your body to absorb. Magnesium oxide, in particular, has an absorption rate of less than 5%. Because your body cannot absorb it, that bulky oxide molecule just sits in your digestive tract. It draws water into your intestines, and acts as a powerful laxative. You are not calming your brain, you are just giving yourself diarrhea. Even if you take a highly absorbable form, like magnesium glycinate, it will do wonders for your muscle cramps and your physical relaxation, but it still struggles to reach your brain. Your brain is protected by a highly selective security system known as the blood-brain barrier. It is designed to keep toxins out, but unfortunately, it also keeps standard magnesium out. This is where the MIT scientists changed everything. They realized that to get magnesium into the brain, they needed a VIP pass. They found that VIP pass in a compound called L-Threonate, which is a metabolite of vitamin C by binding elemental magnesium to L-Threonate. The scientists created a molecule that the blood-brain barrier actively recognizes and eagerly pulls inside. Once magnesium L-Threonate crosses that barrier, the results are nothing short of miraculous. When your brain finally receives the magnesium it has been starving for, it doesn't just calm down. It physically begins to rebuild itself. Inside your brain, memories and learning are stored in the connections between your neurons, called synapses. As we age or as we endure chronic stress, these synapses begin to wither and die off, leading to brain fog and memory loss. Clinical studies have shown that magnesium L-Threonate actively increases synaptic density. It provides the exact biological raw materials your brain needs to grow fresh, healthy, new connections, particularly in the hippocampus, the memory center of your brain. You are literally expanding your brain's hardware. You are restoring its youthful plasticity. But perhaps the most breathtaking discovery regarding magnesium L-Threonate is its profound role in trauma recovery and anxiety, through a psychological process called fear extinction. If you suffer from trauma or chronic anxiety, your brain has learned to associate certain triggers, a loud noise, a specific location, or even a stressful email, with intense, overwhelming fear. Your brain wires those connections deeply to keep you safe. Fear extinction is the brain's ability to learn that a past trigger is no longer a threat. It is the ability to break that anxious association and move on. However, your brain cannot undergo fear extinction if it is neurochemically depleted. It lacks the flexibility to rewire itself. Because magnesium L-Threonate forces neuroplasticity and acts as the ultimate calming brake pedal, it provides your brain with the exact environment it needs to finally let go of those traumatic loops. It doesn't erase your memory, it simply erases the visceral, panic-inducing physical reaction attached to that memory. It gives you your emotional freedom back. So, how do we use this incredible tool effectively? Timing is everything when it comes to maximizing cognitive and sleep benefits. While you can take magnesium L-Threonate during the day if you suffer from severe daytime anxiety, because it does not act as a harsh sedative, the absolute optimal time to take your primary dose is about 1 to 2 hours before bed. Because neuroplasticity, the physical growing of those new synapses and the clearing of those fear pathways, happens predominantly while you are in deep, slow-wave sleep. By taking it before bed, you are flooding your brain with the exact building blocks it needs right when the construction crew clocks in for their shift. You will find that your mind stops racing, you drift off gracefully, and you wake up with a level of mental clarity and sharpness that you might not have felt in decades. Here is the doctor's verdict: rebuild your synaptic armor. I want you to know that your anxiety, your brain fog, and your racing thoughts are not character flaws, they are not weaknesses. In so many cases, they are simply desperate biological signals from a brain that is starving for its most basic tools. You do not have to accept chronic stress as your permanent reality. By understanding the profound science of the blood-brain barrier, and by giving your mind the highly specific, engineered nourishment of magnesium L-Threonate, you can rebuild your synaptic armor. You can finally push the brake pedal, clear the fog, and reclaim the brilliant, resilient mind you were always meant to have. I want to hear from you in the comments below. What is one nighttime habit you are going to change this week to protect your peace of mind? Let's rebuild our brains together. Until next time, stay curious, stay resilient, and take care of your brain. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Please share, comment, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thank you, it helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos and keep growing.